Hello guys, welcome to section 5 of Drivative. In this section, we are going to show how we can calculate the derivative of inverse function. Because we have a notice, it doesn't need to obtain the inverse function if you're going to calculate the derivative of that. You just follow this point. What is the point exactly? We know if your function be bijective and this point belong to f, you know if we're gonna to represent in the inverse function, we just change the order of this pair and therefore BA belong to f inverse. But what is our notice? Our notice that say if you're gonna to calculate the derivative of inverse function in B point, it doesn't need you obtain the inverse of function. You just calculate the derivative of origin function in A point and last flip this answer. For example, in here, if your fx is x power 2 plus x minus 2, you must calculate the derivative of inverse function in 0. At the first, you must consider which input cause this value. Therefore, x2 plus x minus 2 is 0. Yes? So, if you're gonna to calculate this, I'm gonna tell you a notice. In every equation, if combination of coefficients be 0, I'm 100% sure one of the answer is 1. In here, 1 plus 1 minus 2 is 0. Therefore, one of the answer I'm sure is 1. Okay, therefore 1 and 0 belong to f, and the question gonna to ask us the derivative of inverse function in 0 and 1. If I gonna to calculate derivative of origin function is 3x2 plus 1, and if we put the 1 in this function, prime of 1 is exactly 4. The value of derivative inverse function in point 0 is 1 divided 4. Another question. In here, he told us a function for positive x is minus x power 2, negative x power 2, and he gonna to calculate derivative of inverse function in minus 1. I'm gonna tell you a suggestion. If you could plot any graph, it's better choice. I'm gonna to show you this graph exact. This graph for positive point is minus x power 2, and for negative 1 is x power 2. Is exactly this one. x2 minus x2. And the derivative in minus 1, it's never happened minus 1 in this part, guys. I'm sure minus 1 is in this part. Therefore, minus x power 2 is minus 1, and immediately x is 1. So, minus 1 and 1 belong to inverse of f. Therefore, 1 and minus 1 belong to f. And if we're gonna to calculate derivative of f in point 1 is, I must substitute this part, is minus 2x, and minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Our answer is finished? No, not at all. Because derivative of inverse function in minus 1 is flipped of this value and is 1 divided to minus 2. Thank you for watching this movie. Please subscribe our channel and like this post. Bye bye.